Good morning, class. I hope you all are doing well and staying home, staying safe. As we are hearing lot of news regarding corona, it is on widespread. So please, always I request you and everyone request you, all of you, stay at home, stay safe. That is the only thing we can do to save ourselves from this COVID-19, right? Okay, so we were seeing types of organization. In that types of organization, first one was linear organization, that was also known as ancient organization, right or wrong? Right, and it is also known as army organization, departmental organization, a lot of names it had. And as is a linear organization, you remember it has the linear structure, only straight structure, no confusion is there regarding the structure. What was the structure? First one was your board of directors. Okay, first of all, the heading is to be written linear organization. Board of directors. Board of directors give instructions to general manager. General manager is again having three departments, that is your production department, then your administrative department, and then your sales department. Remember? And in that particular officers were the production officers, sorry, purchase officers, production officer. Remember? And I had made a chart also. So that is to be prepared by you. And I didn't, okay, up till now, I had given you a task of preparing this linear organization with the chart and submit it to me. Right. So I hope maximum answers will come. Now, functional organization. Second is a functional organization. Whatever the limitations were of linear organization, that has given an emergence of creation of another organization, that is termed as functional organization. See, linear organization give more importance to department than work. Remember, it is a departmental organization, I had told you earlier. So what are they doing? They are giving more importance to department than work. This is the greatest limitation. This is the greatest limitation of this kind of structure. I had said you in the last lecture, I'll tell you what is the limitation. Because it is giving importance to department, not to the function, it is having the limitation. Right, keeping this limitation in mind, the work-based organization came into existence. By keeping this in mind, what kind of organization came into existence? Work-based. So your functional organization is again a work-based organization. So keeping in this mind, a different type of organization came into existence, and that is work-based organization. Is it clear? Linear organization has lack of specialized work as administrative work, as the stress is more on department and less on function. So stress was more on department. Stress was more on department rather than function. This is the limitation. You need to remember the limitations of linear organization. You need to remember, right? And less on function, because it's a 2-mark question. What are the limitations of linear organization? First of all, linear organization gave importance more to department rather than work, right? So that is the greatest limitation of this kind of structure. Another, so the to keeping in this mind, we had seen work-based organization came into existence. So linear organization has a lack of specialized work, as the stress is more on department rather than on function. According to linear organization, the administrators and officers in one unit have to perform many kind of tasks. It is obvious all of them are not experts, right? In department linear organization, suppose department production department is there, so they have to go for, take example, one has to go for dyeing, printing, right? uh, then what we say, cutting also, all this purchase of raw material and all this, because purchase officer is also in that. So it is not necessary that all that are selected would be expert in the field. Take example, a dyeing printing person requires a specialized knowledge of color combination, of the texture of the cloth. If this much of color is more added, so the clothes quality would be what kind of. If you had noticed, there are same type of raw material is there. Take example, you are taking the same type of yarn, that is white cloth, right, in yarn, and you dye same blue color. I am giving you example of blue color. Blue color you are dyeing. One is little bit more concentrated and one is little bit less. So you will find that the texture of the cloth, the softness of the clothes in where the color is less added is having good quality, but the brightness of the color is more in the where the color is more. But who can balance both the things, brightness also and the texture softness of the cloth also? The particular person who has the specialized knowledge. That is only your functional organization going to give you related to function. Is it clear? It is obvious all of them are not expert in all the work varieties. Hence, the structure is formed in which the experts with specialized knowledge are given special responsibility. Experts with experts with specialized knowledge are given special responsibilities in the particular unit, which is called functional organization. Is it clear? Which is called functional organization. So as the word says functional, they more focus on functions rather than the departments. Is it clear? What is experts with specialized knowledge are given special responsibility in particular unit. Suppose a person has a task, you would see in your family only the particular person. Suppose you are 5 members in family. Take example, your mother has a good what we say knowledge of cooking and shopping, because ladies like to shop, right? So good knowledge of shopping and cooking, right? And suppose you are having a sister and she has a knowledge of management of tasks related to organization of house, where should be what things and in what manner it should be there, right? And your finance are in the hands of your father, right? And suppose if you give the task of finance to your sister, management of house to your father, and cooking and shopping to you, what happens? Because they are not specialized in that work, so you will find hospos in that work. That's why this kind of organization came into existence, and it's a functional organization. So they are going more importance to the particular functions. Particular purchase officers are appointed with the knowledge of purchase only. Means they will be having knowledge of raw material, they will be having knowledge related to price and everything. But production officers, right? So in the same way they would be appointed like this. I'm just giving an example. If a production person is appointed, so he would be having knowledge of production only. For example, personnel officer will look after the recruitment, transfer, promotion, etc. of a particular unit. Yes or no? Personnel officer, that is human resource management officer, will look after the recruitment, transfer, promotion, etc. of the particular unit. Now, just take example. Many of you would have submitted your in 11th standard your for getting admissions. Either you are a Samithian, either you are another school student. You would have found that particular teacher, that is your Mrs. Sujata teacher, has only accepted your documents, your fees and everything. Yes or no? Right? In the same way, so she is from administrative department, so she only would be having knowledge and expertise in that particular field. Which student has left? Suppose one of the student has contacted me for particular thing. Okay, teacher, I want to have my this kind of certificate, bona fide or something. So I was not able to answer for that. Why? Because that is not my work, right? So that expertise is with our administrative department, right, Mrs. Sujata? So what happens? In the same way, in personnel manager, he looks for the recruitment, transfer, promotion, etc. of that. So manager doesn't see to, yes, Manager will give suggestion whether to promote someone, whether to keep someone, whether to remove someone from the organization, because he is dealing with that person. But finally, paperwork and everything would be done by whom? This particular personnel officer. Is it clear? I hope you are clear with the difference between linear organization and functional organization. Linear organization is a departmental based organization. Functional organization is a function based organization. More importance is given to work rather than department. Formation. Functional organization gives. So this was our introduction and concept of functional organization. Formation. Heading should be given as formation. No new inventions. I'm giving you clear instruction. No new inventions. Whatever is in your textbook, it will go like that only. And if you are doing your inventions, yes, presentation invention should be there, right? Whatever best is there, I will accept it. But writing format inventions, I'm not going to accept it, and I'll give you clean zero. I'm giving you instructions. Formation. Functional organization gives specialized importance to work distribution and specialization. So functional organization give special importance to work distribution and specialization. I had said you specialization. In this structure, the distribution of work is not done according to the departmental, but according to the nature of work. In these functions, what happened in this structure? The work is given as per the function, not as per the department. Suppose they want to purchase anything. A company want to purchase anything. Either it's a stationery. Shit. Right? So what we had seen, specialized importance to work distribution and specialization. In this structure, the distribution of work is not done according to the departmental, but according to the nature of work. So what I was saying was that, suppose, take example of an organization of your school only. If purchasing for the primary is to be done, for stationery, for any other thing, for boards, take example for boards, for benches, or for any of the department. We have secondary, higher secondary, primary, CBSE, Gujarati medium. These are the 5 departments we have. Now what happens? Suppose purchasing is done for the stationery related purpose. What is the stationery related purpose? Markers, boards, then what we say, your papers related to exams, then your Xerox paper, printing papers, right? And registers, your calendars, everything. So what is done? Who does it? Here a specialized person, that is a purchase officer, is appointed, and they do it. It is not, you will notice if your siblings are in your primary or secondary, everyone has the same type of calendar, right? Every class has the same type of board, every class has the same type of projector. So what is that? Though the departments are different, but the function of purchasing is done by one particular person only, and he has done this particular work. So purchase officer does the task of everything purchasing related to that organization, from raw material to stationery and any other product. Is it clear? So that is the task, specialized person given specialist task of purchasing. This is the only base of your functional organization. Is it clear? So nature of work is clear. So underline the word nature of work. According to nature of work, for each kind of work, different experts are appointed. For each kind of work, different experts are appointed. For IT, you know, IT sector, IT experts are only appointed. Yes or no? For human resource management, human resource manager are only appointed. A person has done MBA in finance and you are appointing him as a human resource management, it is not possible. So particular person, because when you are doing specialized course in a specialized field, so that knowledge is only applicable to you, right? That is your experts are appointed. Such experts are not only advisors, they are also administrative head who are fully responsible to the task assigned to them. So they are responsible for the task assigned to them also. For example, the purchase officer is, as I said earlier, for example, the purchase officer is fully responsible for all the type of purchases related work. See, I am highlighting the word all the types of purchases related work. What does it mean? All the type of purchase related work means either it's a purchase of stationery, either it's a purchase of computers, either it's a purchase of raw material, either it's a purchase of machinery, either it's a purchase related to furniture for the organization, or four-wheeler for the organization, because transportation is also required. Everything goes under the work of purchase officer. Yes, he can take the help of technical officer also. Suppose they are going to work for IT computers, right, or laptops. So that person is going to share his knowledge. But related to purchase price and all that work is going to be done by purchase officer. The idea of this structure can be best obtained with the help of the following diagram. Right. So let us see the diagram. Every organization will be having its diagram, and so you also need to see the diagram. And again I am repeating, don't use your brain in these things here. Your brain doesn't require to be used. It's not a science or any other thing that you can write in your own. The diagram should be like the same as it is, right? So you can see, as I had said you earlier, you need to write the heading of the diagram. It is compulsory for you to write the heading of the diagram. Okay. See, here the heading of the diagram is written. What is the heading? Functional organization. So when, if you are writing a 2-mark question, suppose a question came in exam, 2-mark question, draw a diagram of functional organization, and you are too smart. You draw from chief officer and just you present this entire diagram. Suppose your this entire diagram is right. I'm highlighting it too. Suppose your this entire diagram is right. Suppose your this entire diagram is right up till here, and you are missing functional organization, and you just start with this chief officer or chief executive officer. So you are writing chief officer, and this every diagram is right, but you just mess it out. What is mess it out? You had just messed it out. You had missed this thing, is not written in your book. You will get a 0, not a half, not a 1, not a 1.5. Your answers goes zeros. Again I am repeating, you need to mention. Is it clear? So this is the certain point that student miss it, and that is only the things you can score a very good marks without any hesitation. That's why challenge to you, right? So I hope you all are clear with these things. I had shown you what is to be done. Now coming to the diagram, functional organization is written, then chief officer is the starting point. Chief officer has two parts only. You can see over here is your administrative department. Administrative, sorry, administrative department and factory department. Only two are there. Now, every department has 4 officers. Every department has a 4 officer. Can you see over here? Information or public relation officer, discipline officer, account officer, guidance officer. So please, जो जहां है उसे वहीं रहने देना, उसका इन्वेंशन करके फैक्ट्री डिपार्टमेंट में नहीं लेना. It means in administrative department, whatever the 4 names are there, let it be there only. Don't invent new type of diagram. So first is your information officer. Second is your discipline officer. Third is your account officer. Fourth is your guidance officer. Are the part of administrative department. Is it clear? Again, your factory department has first is your group officer. Second is your time officer. Then third is your quality control officer. And fourth is your maintenance officer. Is it clear? So what does it mean? I had given this number so you can remember 4 points. Administrative officers has 4 point officers and factory department has a 4 officer. So now many of the students get confused in the diagram. So I'm just giving you explanation of the diagram how you have to take. See, your here what is thing particular this officer. What is the name of this officer? Information officer. Sorry. This information officer is there, right? This information officer is there, and you will see. I'm just showing you with my diagram. It is going to give instruction to wait. It is going to give instructions to employees also, and same info. So from the department, it's his own department, and then to the department of factory, that is to the workers. Is it clear? Then this is your discipline officer. So this discipline officer is going to give instruction to the employees of his own department also, and to the workers also that are of not his own department, right? Then comes to second is your account officer. So these account officer again has the same policy in this organization, is going to give instruction to this employees and to the factory department, that is to the workers. Then coming to your next is your guidance officer. So these guidance officer again can give instructions to the employees of his department and to the workers of what we say factory department. So you can see, though the diagram is drawn, I had drawn the diagram for your knowledge only, how you will draw. You can see it is looking like one side leg of a spider web design. Now, in the same way, what we had, have you noticed one thing? Administrative department has the people under him termed as employees, and factory department has the people termed under them are known as workers. But every officer can give instruction to both the departments, employees also and worker also. Now coming to the factory department. Now factory department, let us see group officer. Group officer is there. So what he is going to do? He is going to give instruction to the workers of his departments also and to the employees of administrative department also, right? So group officer is clear to you. Then it comes to time officer. So this time officer again can give instruction to the workers of his department and to the employees of factory department, sorry, administrative department. Then again it goes to the quality control officer, a new branch of officer. I had always said you total quality management. Right. So what they quality control managers does, give instructions to the worker of his department and employee of factory department. Yes. Then maintenance engineer, that he gives instruction maintenance department, then he gives instruction to the worker of his department and employee of factory department, sorry, administrative department. Is it clear? So I had made a web again for you and you can clearly see it's a web. Yes or no? What is web? Spiders web, that is confusing. So this confusion can be erased from your mind. I hope you all are clear with it and practice this draw, what we say, diagram. And this is the thing that you have to be clear. No inventions in your this. Now what are the functions in this? In work-based organization, the supreme power rests with the chief executive officer. IMP question. Why it's an IMP question? Because with whom are the supreme powers in functional organization? Rest with the CEO, Chief Executive Officer. As per the chart given below, the unit can be divided into two parts. Each unit has its own list of activities. Work and activities and work, sorry. And in the same way is assigned to different officers. According to this, each officer can give order to employees under him to perform the task. In this type of organization, it should be considered that not a single work remain unassigned, and at the same time not a single work is assigned twice. What does it mean? Now workers are getting instruction from administrative department also and factory department also. So that what happens, they may get confused. So whose orders are to be followed? Is it clear? That's why it is said you have to be careful. Work is assigned in single time only and the duplication of work is not there. Right? That's why, because in departmental organization, what is to be done? Departmental heads orders are to be followed, but here they have to follow the orders of both the departmental departments, factory also and administrative also. Organization unit in which there is more variety. So where it is suitable for, you have to write it. Where it is suitable, so I'm again writing it for your general knowledge. Color, color, which color shall I take? Hmm, okay, I go with green text. So suitable for. So this organization is suitable for where the variety of work is more. Again a 1 mark or MCQ. Where the variety of work is more to be seen. This kind of structure is more favorable, or you can highlight the word favorable. Suitable for or favorable for. Is it clear? So we are clear with the functional organization. What are the functional organization? I hope you all are clear. I'm going one organization in one lecture. So please go through it. Till the time, take care and stay at home. Stay safe. That is only requirement of this time. Always remember one thing. जान है तो जहान है. Yes or no?